Sussex moved to the top of the South Group in the Friends Life T20 after they sent Middlesex to a 5th defeat in 6 games at Lord's, the margin of victory being 49 runs. Neil Dexter won the toss and decided that he wanted to chase, and his Middlesex side made an exceptional start as Stephen Crook bowled Chris Nass in the opening over for a duck. By the end of the second over, Sussex were 2 for 2 after Joe Gatting turned Stephen Finn, who'd raced up from the Test match at the Rose Bowl to play, to Tom Smith at deep mid-wicket to also go for a duck. In spite of their poor start, the Sharks still batted with no fear. Vincent pulled Crook for a 6. A shot matched by Wright off Ryan McLaren as Sussex fought back strongly. There was a very strong wind swirling around Lord's, and that didn't help Chris Rogers, who put down a very difficult running chance over his head towards long on. Rogers took no further part in the match and will have an X-ray on a finger in his left hand on Friday. Vincent survived that and made the most of it with some exceptional and powerful shots, this being a perfect straight hit off Tom Smith. Wright too helped himself to another maximum as he made the most of Anthony Ireland's only over. It was left to Smith to break the excellent stand of 69 by bowling Wright for 34, but Vincent continued to play his shots. The New Zealander looked set for a big 20-20 score, but then holed out to Smith off Dexter to go for a 44 made from 32 deliveries at 89 for 4. Murray Goodwin once more batted sublimely, picking his shots perfectly and placing them well too. He also hit the occasional big ball, here launching his opposite number into the grandstand as the runs continued to flow. Kirk Verners sliced Jamie Dalrymple to Crook to go for 9, but all that did was bring in Rana Navad ul-Hasan at 120 for 5 at the start of the 16th over. He struck his first ball for a maximum to perfectly express his intent, while Goodwin continued to play his usual array of classy shots at the other end. He was helping his side race to an impressive end of their innings, as those early upsets were long forgotten, as a score of around 175 looked on the cards. Sussex may have even harboured ambitions of more than that, with Navad playing a delightful cameo to carry the total to 157 in the 19th over. But it was Middlesex who would have been pleased with the way that they went into the break. Goodwin was bowled by McLaren for a 33-ball 48, before former Middlesex loanee Ollie Rayner went 2 balls later for 2. Navad fell in the last over, in which only 6 runs were scored, as he holed out to Scott Newman for 24, as the Sharks finished on 165 for 8 from their 20 overs. Middlesex needed a good start, and Paul Stirling gave them one, with a 4 to the very first ball of the home side's reply. With Rogers out of action, he opened up with John Simpson, who also struck Navad for a boundary in the first over. But the Panthers could ill afford the loss of early wickets, and so they were set back when Stirling cut Rayner to backward point to depart for 9. Then, after Simpson audaciously cut Wright for a square 6, he too was out to a slice drive off Wright, which was held by Verners to leave Middlesex in a spot of bother. They found themselves on 35 for 3 when Crook edged Chris Liddle behind, and 41 for 4 as Dexter gave Monty Panesar a catch off his own bowling to his very first delivery. The game looked as good as over, but Dalrymple and Newman had other ideas once they'd bedded themselves in. They knew that they couldn't afford to give their wickets away cheaply, while also having the run rate in their minds, with their side already requiring more than 10 runs per over to win. But they kept up with the rate as their partnership developed. Dalrymple drove Panesar over extra cover for a 6, before Newman hit the biggest shot of the day with a mighty thwack off Liddle, as this pair added 64. But with the overs running out, 1 wicket brought several. Dalrymple became the latest batsman to be foxed by Navad's slower ball, as he was bowled for 28 at 105 for 5. McLaren gave Wright a simple return catch in the next over, before Liddle finished things off in a flash with 3 wickets in the space of 5 balls. Newman, after contributing a top score of 44, was bowled. Ireland was then caught by Rayner in the covers to the very next ball. And 3 deliveries after that, Finn gave Goodwin an easy catch, as with Rogers unable to bat, Middlesex were bowled out for 116 in the 19th over. They'd lost their last 5 wickets for 11 runs, with Liddle taking 4 for 20. The 5th win in 6 matches puts the Sharks on top of the South Group and has given them a great chance of qualifying for the quarter-finals, while Middlesex, who lost by 49 runs, need to win the majority of their remaining 10 matches if they're to do so themselves.